sometimes you have to wait till you're in the right space to be able to do a certain thing. So I'm going to do this certain movie review, and it's something I wanted to do for a while. It's a movie a lot of people won't know it. There'll be a few people that know it. One in particular would be my younger brother, who lives. Where does he live? I don't know where he lives. He's somewhere. I think he's in a tree somewhere in England or Scotland. I'm not sure. He moves from tree to tree, and he kind of like moves from place to place. And I haven't heard from him in a while simply because you know I lost his number when I changed the phone over, and I tried to through the comments here on YouTube. I just said, like, send me a text so I have your number again. Never heard from him. Never heard from him. You know, and that's good. Like, I mean, because he knows that I don't really want to hear from him anyway. Why the fuck would I want to talk to him for, dude? He's my younger bro, right? 10 years younger. And I mean, like, there's not much to say about him. Really. There's not really much going on, really. Like a couple of beers and kind of like a giggle and a chuckle at this and whatever. But he's my younger bro, but he doesn't want to talk to me, and I appreciate him for that because he knows how I operate. He knows that I may say, contact me. He knows I don't want to. He knows that deep down. Deep down he knows that. I'm not fucking falling for that. You think I'm gonna fall for that bullshit? Yeah, he wants me to contact him. I don't want to talk to him. Fucking bozo. I always hated you. Fuck it. Anyway, look. I don't want to make this a dossier about this whatever, right? But he would like this film. He likes this film. Not many people know this film, right? And he's one that really took it to heart. He carries it with him everywhere he goes. Whenever he's kind of like, tiptoeing here and tiptoeing there, this film is always there. It's edged, scrolled into his heart. And of course I'm talking about, I don't remember what year it was. I don't remember who else is in it apart from these two people. I don't remember who directed it. I don't remember anything really about it because it's not memorable, even though it is memorable. I'm talking about the Robert Zadar, Joe Estevez extravaganza called Soul Taker. Now, Soul Taker is a film that most people don't know anything about. Okay, it's a film that was made back in I think it was in the 80s or something, or the early 90s or something like that. It's on YouTube there. If you want to have a good night, if you want to have your heart and your mind and your soul and your spirit filled with something that is just dynamic, put on Soul Taker. The performances alone, forget about the story, right? Forget about the story, forget about taking souls, forget about Joe Estevez's very painful expression when he remembers a loved one from the past in the movie, which is a marvelous scene. You see him kind of like, debating, I remember, so I'm not going to ruin it for you though. It's on YouTube, check it out, Soul Taker, Joe Estevez, Robert Zadar, who's passed on now. He was in Maniac Cop and he was in Tango and Cash. Huge chin. Huge. I mean, it depends what angle the camera was taking the picture, right? But still at the same time, huge, right? As big as the film itself, as big as the heart of the film itself, Soul Taker. Soul Taker is one of them gems that you have to watch again and again and again and again. I bet you any money in the world, my younger brother that I was talking about, I reckon I think he watches it at least 4 or 5 times per week. He's that taken with the whole film. Okay, but check out Soul Taker. And what was I talking? I was talking about even the acting. Forget about the story, right? Forget about all the little nuances within the film that's going on within the film. The great direction, the pacing, but the performances alone, even just the way Joe Estevez walks through the hospital with them low angles and stuff like that. The way he holds his countenance on his face, the way that he maneuvers, the way that he kind of moves from this, that, and the other, that alone, and the interaction between Zadar and Estevez on the same screen together, right? That alone is worth the price of admission. So I don't want to talk any more about it simply because I wouldn't know what else to say about it. Because it's one of them films you don't know what to say about it. It's just kind of like, well, I can't really articulate this kind of movie. Just put it on, sit back, kick your feet up, all right? Slip off your slippers, right? Put your feet, get them cozy, put the feet up, get a beer, open YouTube, type in Soul Taker, Robert Z'Dar, Joe Estevez. Okay? My younger brother probably even left a few comments in the comment section. Okay? So you're in for a real treat. Okay? So check it out. I yield. What else can I say about it? There's nothing else that can be said about this gem. It's a gem. I yield.